Our world is full of entrepreneurs. They've always been here. Dreaming big, building fast, solving problems. We've learned how to help them, how to support them on their journeys, how to give them access they've never had before. Then, a little more than 2 years ago, everything changed. Everyone and every business worldwide hit pause. But we seized the moment because we learned long ago that great entrepreneurs can dream and build and solve problems from anywhere. And in this moment, we confirmed what we already knew. There are so many more entrepreneurs out there who we can help. Now we look ahead to the vast opportunities before us. Our objectives are monumental, and our impact will be profound, perhaps even historic. The only way we're going to win is as a team.
Hi, my name is Baptiste Fradin and I'm investor at Techstars, and I'm really happy and proud to introduce you to the Paris program Demo Day, because this one is really special. Indeed, the Paris program has been recently renamed Techstars Sustainability Paris, and you will soon discover the 12 amazing startups. Europe and France have what it takes in order to support the startup ecosystem, especially for the startups which are developing sustainable solutions for the planet. We have attractive regulation, which makes many business opportunities. We have a mature market looking for environmental friendly solutions, either in B2B or B2C. And last but not least, we have plenty of talented and smart people. In conclusion, this place is ideal for entrepreneurs who would like to start a sustainable ventures and tackle the main challenge of a century, climate change. At Techstars, we believe entrepreneurs are part of the solution. And as an early stage fund, we have the power to fight against climate change by investing into funders developing positive solutions for the planet. Because we need to decarbonize our entire economy, we invest in every economic sector. Because we think innovation is a major leverage in order to tackle environmental challenges, we invest either in digital, SaaS, hardware, and deep tech startups. And by doing so, at Techstars Sustainability Paris, our goal is to reduce the environmental footprint of the human activities. As you can see, we have a really international batch, with startups coming from 10 different countries, such as Chile, Kenya, Argentina, from the US, and of course, from Europe. And together, they aim to reduce the emission of 11 million tons CO2 by 2026. Evolving in different sectors such as fintech for good, circular economy, or deep tech, those startups have what it takes in order to make our planet a better place. Enjoy!
Hello everyone, I'm Rebecca, investment analyst and program manager at Techstars Sustainability Paris. And I'm super happy to be with you tonight for this event marking the end of this 3 months acceleration program. For those of you not as familiar with Techstars, let's start with some figures. Techstars is one of the world's most powerful early stage investor and accelerator. We are running over 50 acceleration programs worldwide, have more than 3,000 companies in our portfolio, among which 20 unicorns and 6 companies that went public. But what about Techstars Sustainability Paris and our program? Our program lasted 3 months, took place in a hybrid format, and was marked by 3 main pillars. First month mainly focused on network, mentor engagement. Then the feedback received during the first months were translated into the second month of the program, mainly focused on execution, acceleration, growth. And then the last month was attention, were mainly focused on fundraising and engagement with investors. How these 3 months translated? This translated into 13 weeks made of sometimes moments of pressure, stress, but also lots of joy and excitement. How this has been made possible? First of all, thanks to a strong team led by a strong leader. Thanks to Rafael Leyendecker, Techstars Sustainability Paris Managing Director. And thanks to our amazing team. Alone, we go fast. Together, we go far. Thanks to our associate for the support and our investor entrepreneur in residence. Thanks also to the managing directors and the mentor in residence that stood by our founder side throughout these 3 months, as well as thank you to the founders that share the high and lows of their entrepreneurial journeys with us. When I say a word also to thanks the speakers that provided the content for our program and share the skills and expertise. And then a word for our mentors. Techstars is a 90-day mentorship-driven program. Therefore, mentors play a crucial role for making our program a success. Thank you so much. And now, a word for our partners. At local level, want to say thank you to Conseil, Start to Scale, Bold. And then, at global level, want to say thank you to Stripe, Silicon Valley Bank, HubSpot, Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services, LegalPad, Bricks for the support. And now, the moment we were all waiting for, want to say thank you for joining us. And let's start with our company announcement and our first category of company presenting, FinTech for Good.
Andrea Nicmia says of CanB, I particularly appreciate the motivation and capabilities of the team to execute and implement this excellent and unique project that stands out for its impact and disruptive potential.
Hi everyone. Let me start with a quote. Someone said this year, who cares if Miami is underwater in 100 years? It's already the case for Amsterdam and we know how to manage. Do you know who said that? The answer is Stuart Kirk, the head of responsible investment at HSBC. Yes, responsible investment. Who cares? 70% of people think that banks should do sustainable finance, and only 24% think that their banks are doing enough. Who cares? At CanB we care, and we think that finance can be the most powerful tool to solve the problems of our small planet. We care and we act. So we launched the first impact bank account, letting people choose the cause they care about, with a payment card as a magic wand to change the world. Every time you're using your CanB card, you're doing a good deed with no effort, even when you buy a simple coffee. It's very easy. Paying as usual with your card generates free donations paid by merchant partners and makes you feel good. Our offer is already live. We are today partnering with 32 NGOs and more than 100 merchants to have an impact on multiple causes such as environment, health, or education. More than 3,000 customers already join us, and they're happy. Our net promoter score is 68. But this was just the beginning. Now we're moving to the big thing. We will launch next year a savings account dedicated to impact projects. We do so by bringing the power of Web3 technologies, traceability, transparency, and liquidity into an easy-to-use cash solution for our customers. And the market is huge. In France alone, there is more than 1,000 billion euros of short-term cash, with 8% of people expecting ESG from their savings. To make our customers feel good with their money, we ask them for a monthly subscription of €6, and we also share the saving yields with 20% for CanB. This challenge is possible thanks to a great and experienced team. Our CMO Vincent has 20 years experience with scale-ups. Our CTO Antoine has more than 15 years experience, including chief architect of a Californian neobank. And I am Frederic, the CEO, and I previously had created and successfully run my company in solar energy during 14 years. We plan to reach the break-even point in December 2023 and then accelerate to reach 200 millions of AUM in 2025. Now let me finish with a secret I want to share with you. If you look at the brand CanB, you can see that it looks a little bit like bank, but reversed. It's because we try to reinvent the bank, to make it more responsible. So don't say it to the banks, but contact me and come on board if you want to change the bank. And our customers want to change the bank. The time has come for real impact finance. Thank you and hope to see you soon.
Sophie Yannikopoulos says of Egreen, I made the choice to be a mentor for Egreen because I was amazed by the energy and curiosity of the team. They challenged the status quo with no certitudes and no assumptions. They are always available to learn more and be ready for the upcoming opportunities.
People say that carbon credits are a scam, and they do not incentivize CO2 reductions. But also, 58% of the people don't know how to help with the climate change. We realized that carbon credits are a very good tool for measure environmental impact. But this is just for the beginning, and they're just focusing on offsetting in a closed and efficient market, where 70% of the money go for brokers and traders and not for the project itself we produce the environmental impact. We changed the rules, we include the people, through blockchain. My name is Andres Gonzalez, CEO and co-founder of Egreen, the path to a greener future. Our purpose is to give everyone the power to become a game changer and help make everyone simple, transparent, and measurable. We developed on Blockchain Stellar a solution that digitalizes carbon credits into a new investable asset class, our stablecoin Egreen. With that, we democratize access investment, we keep carbon credit integrity, and also we allow global scalability. And how do we scale it? Creating an end-to-end solution and ecosystem that helps companies to manage their footprint and also reduce them, increasing the demand in carbon credits and environmental impact through Egreen coins. And while we are so unique, this is all about integrity and technology. It's the integrity in the project selection, integrity in the future impact, and also in the carbon management. Our business model includes a fee in the carbon credit sales and also in the Egreen coin tradings, and also a SaaS model for CO2 management. And our validation is already real. We have more than 5,000 Egreen coin trading, more than 300 registered investors, over 360,000 carbon credits already sold. And the market is exploding in this size, 15 times going to increase the size in 8 years. And studies say that by 2025, the demand will exceed the supply. And our team is completely and strongly committed. Our executive chairman was the founder of the first fintech unicorn in Europe, and Enrique was environmental leader at LATAM Airlines, the largest airline in LATAM for 10 years. Lastly, we launched it last April. We are going to have more than 100 companies with CO2 management during this year, and we are going to impact 1 million tons of CO2 in the first year. We expect it to impact 60 million of carbon credits impacted in 5 years using Egreen coin. Do you want to be a game changer? Let's come to join us.
Manuela Cunabrito says of Energy Shift is tackling a crucial problem in climate, the transition towards clean energy sources. With their product, they help people like you and me to invest in a better future and make money while we do it. What not to love about that?
Did you know that 78% of European greenhouse gas emissions are caused by the energy sector alone? This makes it the highest polluting sector of them all, and the one where we can make a huge impact in. In addition to the pollution created by the production and use of energy, there's also lack of participation from citizens in tackling climate change and global warming, as currently citizens cannot easily invest in renewable energy and make money from it. UN and EU also mentioned that there is lack of funding to meet the 2030 targets that we set. And to solve all of those problems, we started Energy Shift. Energy Shift is a blockchain-powered platform that enables citizens to jointly invest in and co-own solar farms, thus democratizing the energy sector and enabling citizens to actively participate in the energy transition to renewables. Basically, you can invest in renewable energy, you can do good for the environment, and you can make money in the same time. And it's definitely better than keeping your money in a bank. We currently have more than 2,000 investors registered on our platform, with a total investment potential of more than 22 million euros for investing in solar energy projects. And the whole process of investing is really simple. We get citizens to buy a part of a solar farm. Once it's set up, it generates clean electricity, which is distributed and sold to the grid on a power purchase agreement. And in the end, citizens receive a yearly dividend for their share of generated electricity. And the whole process is automated through our platform. Talking about the solar energy market in general, it was worth more than 45 billion euros in 2018 and projected to reach more than 220 billion by 2026. It's one of the highest growing sectors in the world right now, growing at a compounded annual growth rate of 20.5%. We also used some tools developed by the EU and Climate Kick to forecast our impact. And it showed that for every megawatt of solar energy that we install, we create almost 200,000 euros worth of social, environmental, and health impacts in the society. That's a whole lot of impact for a small investment, if you ask me. We also received several international recognitions and awards, such as being featured on the SET 100 list of top 100 energy startups worldwide, ranked by the German energy agency DENA and the World Energy Council. And last year, we won the EU Sustainable Energy Award in the Young Energy Trailblazer category, awarded by the European Commission. And this year, I was featured as a Forbes 30 Under 30 for Europe. Last but not least, the team. I'm Philip. I have previous startup experience and previous work experience from working in a solar installation company, designing and setting up solar systems. Last year, I was a technical working group member in the United Nations High-Level Dialogue on Energy, where in a group of 20 experts from around the world, I provided recommendations on how the world can achieve the SDG 7 targets that we set. Our team has more than 50 years of combined experience in the tech and energy sectors. And to sum up, I would like to invite you to help us make the energy transition to renewables, because shift happens.
JC Bowen says of Ras Finance, I chose to mentor Ras because the team expertise and their approach on peer-reviewed credentials can really resolve the actual problems with impact assessment, multiple standards, noise, and traceability, all of this with a viable business model.
According to a survey of Bain & Company, 93% of limited partners would walk away from an investment opportunity if it posed an ESG concern, and 50% cite better investment performance as a key reason to incorporate ESG. This makes ESG become a top priority for investors. But the problem is that ESG reporting today, as concluded by MIT professor Rigobon, when looking at the divergence of 6 ESG rating agencies, that ESG data is noisy and unreliable. I'm Raphael Bitterman, co-founder and CEO of Ras Finance. We're a Web3 company that is introducing a decentralized, trustless, and transparent impact verification solution for the impact and sustainable investing market. Ras Finance was created to meet the need for unbiased third-party verification of impact claims and practices. Instead of authenticating data, Ras is facilitating the verification of the experts. This makes us the first decentralized, peer-reviewed credential ESG verification platform in the world. How does it work? Meet Aquabo, a clean tech startup that offers biodegradable products that is seeking to raise funds from Ocean 17, an ocean impact VC. During the due diligence process, they were asked by the VC to provide a report on the company's impact performance. Ras Trustless Platform offers Aquabo a simple solution. They can search for an ocean impact expert that will assess their impact performance. Aquabo pays the expert to answer specific questions related to the company's impact. The expert will issue Aquabo a certificate with an impact rating. Aquabo can now use this certificate to complete the due diligence process with the VC. All the audit trail is recorded on the blockchain, making the whole process trustless and immutable. Global ESG assets are on track to exceed $45 trillion by 2025, bringing our market size to $900 million. A revenue model is transactional. Ras collects a percentage fee on each transaction made on the platform used by companies, experts, and investors. Our go-to-market strategy is a three-way approach. Create incentive mechanism for experts from professional platforms such as LinkedIn, sourcing of early-stage impact projects, and investors pilot programs. Our team is made of seasoned professionals with proven experience across technology development, compliance, and impact finance who share a passion and purpose to make real change sustainable. We are a B Corp certified company, and we were recognized for the last 2 years as a best for the world company. During our R&D stage, we received a total of $120,000 of grants and angel funding, and we earned $75,000 in revenue for support service. Our next step is to complete the better platform and execute our onboarding strategy. We believe that the only way to fight greenwashing is for the sustainability industry to move to a decentralized and immutable system to measure impact. Join us in the real fight against greenwashing. Thank you.
Thanks to all of you for listening to our first group of companies presenting. Now stay tuned and continue with the second categories presenting, circular economy.
Fanny Delavelle says of Trilaco, within 1 minute of talking with the Trilaco team, I was convinced both by their inspiring passion for their mission to transform companies' sustainability footprint and by the enormous economic potential of their products, and they've proved me right on both accounts ever since.
Did you know that there are 10 million factories globally? And these 10 million factories are tackling nowadays 3 huge challenges. My name is Miriam Janke, I'm the co-founder of Trilaco, and with Trilaco we are solving the following challenges. First, by 2050, companies have to become carbon neutral. Second, companies are expected to track GHG Scope 1, 2, 3 for their sustainability footprint. And third, due to the recent geopolitical events, energy prices just race to the top. So, a couple of years back, we started to develop our 3D IoT sustainability platform, which can solve these challenges immediately. How does our platform work? First, we integrate the platform in the companies, connecting the shop floor data of the sensors, machines, etc. with the business data, such as from ERP system. After that, you have one platform where all the data is combined, not siloed anymore, and accessible. Then we visualize the data in dashboards and in 3D digital twins. In that way, you get full data transparency to see optimization potentials. In the second step, we implement our digital solution to increase efficiency, save costs, and reduce companies' sustainability emissions. By the way, our platform is a no-code platform. This means we are able to implement quickly, are cost-efficient, and easy to handle and use. And when looking at the competitive analysis, our platform is very unique in the market. You either have IoT companies such as Johnson Controls and Mendix, or sustainability-focused companies such as Planetly by OneTrust or Plan A. Nonetheless, they have no cross-section in terms of the technology that they are leveraged to deliver sustainability-focused goals. So, when looking at the market, you can see the market is pretty huge. It is a market that is over $240 billion. And we believe, even if we capture 0.1% of that market, we have 238 million top line. So how do we make money? We have a standard SaaS model with an enterprise license agreement, besides more innovative disruptive revenue model, where we take a cut of the savings that our platform delivers to our client. Our financial projections are based on our current pipeline plus qualified lead pipeline with a traction of 200,000 euros, and we believe we can hit 14.6 million by 2025. 2025, the year where we are break even plus saved a lot of carbon dioxide. So who is behind Trilaco? My co-founder Hayat Singh has a background in finance entrepreneurship. I'm being entrepreneurial for a decade and was awarded as responsible leader of the BMW Foundation. My co-founder Hans-Gunnar Dahn has experience in software for over 38 years. Now CTO Jawaj Tomar worked as Google and Cisco before and is awarded by Forbes 30 Under 30. This is my LinkedIn career code, and for more info, let's talk.
Francesco Frontani says of Winham, the incredible Winham story got stuck in my mind. My goal was to ensure its purpose and that the story of these 4 friends will be written in stone for the next decades and the company's future.
Hi everyone, I'm Santiago, co-founder of Winham. Did you know that every day 4 million tons of food are wasted? However, every night 828 million people go to bed hungry. That's why we decided to combat the inefficiency in the food value chain. Every year in Latin America, 127 million tons of food are wasted. This happens while 70% of the population lives at the bottom of the pyramid, paying up to 40% higher prices for basic food products because of the absurd extra cost of the poverty penalty. Therefore, we decided to create Winim. So for every food company, wholesaler, or retailer that has a food waste issue, Winim provides a mobile app where we sell their surplus at a discount price. Winim has two supply channels inside the app. On one side, we have big food companies. Winim buys non-perishable surplus products from big food companies and sells them at a discount price inside the app through local female ambassadors in poor neighborhoods and Winim markets, selling via B2B and B2C. On the other side, we have local stores like restaurants and bakeries, selling their surplus at a discount price inside the app. And this is how we discover a huge market with two main problems: food waste acting as our supply and poverty tax as our demand, versus established business models that are only fighting food waste without specifically targeting their final users. Since we launched, we saved more than 500,000 products and avoided 900,000 kilograms of CO2 from being released into the atmosphere. We are also breaking poverty tax by providing quality products at a fair price in shantytowns and empowering local women to become entrepreneurs, acting as ambassadors. And the opportunity is huge. Only in Latin America, food waste represents more than $100 billion in economic costs, while 170 million people is living in poverty. And we are the right team to solve this. Santi, our CEO, has a lot of experience in logistics and social policy. Fede, our CFO, was the portfolio manager of one of the biggest brokers in Argentina. Ivan, our CTO, has a lot of experience working in tech startups. And I, as the COO, have experience in private equity, analyzing food waste in big food companies. We are proving with our business model that sustainability can be profitable. And now it's time to start scaling our revolution. We want to first finish covering Argentina and then launch operations in Mexico. This will be our first steps towards covering Latin America. Join us to revolutionize food waste. For further details, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you very much.
Pete Blake says of Kudoti, Metier has all the attributes a founder needs: determination, curiosity, intellectual flexibility, and humility. The team at Kudoti have a huge ambition, but they've started with a clear operational focus that will prove the technology while laying the foundation for scale.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthew de Godemore, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Kudoti. To start my pitch, I want to talk about this battery pack I'm showing on the screen. Today, the value of this battery pack is around 1,700 euros. But the actual value of this battery pack should be twice as much. This is because the battery pack can be optimized across multiple life cycles, including the reuse, refurbishment, and recycling of the original pack. This optimization represents a 90% increase in value. This is the opportunity of the circular economy, and this is the opportunity that we at Kudoti want to help unlock for brands and manufacturers. Applied across all product categories, this is an opportunity that represents upwards of $650 billion in lost material value per year that can be recaptured through the circular economy. But if you are a brand or manufacturer attempting to capture this value today, you would be forced to use a number of imperfect solutions, starting with waste management software designed to manage waste and not resources. Second, you have supply chain auditing software designed for compliance and not to manage supply chains and inventory efficiently. Lastly, ERP systems that are built to manage a linear production process to make products and not designed for managing products over multiple life cycles. This is where Kudoti comes in. We've built a platform designed to act as the digital infrastructure for the circular economy. Our solution allows companies to launch and manage reverse supply chains that bring materials and products back from their source towards the relevant processing points. With our solution, companies can also track and manage their products over multiple life cycles, all made possible through automated real-time traceability of products and materials. We've launched our MVP solution, and is now live in the market, and generated some initial validation of our product through tracking over 8 million kilograms of waste across 5 different countries. We've done this alongside our early clients, including large companies like Nestle, and we're now actively growing a customer base. This is the team that has got us here, leveraging significant expertise in building and selling business-to-business digital solutions. We've managed to successfully launch Kudoti. To finish, I want to leave you with this. Moving towards a circular economy is difficult, but it is now clear that the businesses that will do this successfully will achieve a significant competitive advantage. At Kudoti, we've made it our mission to help these businesses get there. This is our story at Kudoti. We're working to convert waste to opportunity, and we hope that everybody here will join us on this journey. Thank you.
Jan Hinsinger says of Fines, "What you're doing at Fines is a real need for the industry right now, and you're the only ones doing it."
What comes to your mind when you think about waste? You probably think of your bin, some trash inside, or some plastic bottles on the edge of the street, right? But would you think of a brand new shirt still in its original packaging lying in an inventory? Well, the reality is that 1 out of 3 garments produced are never sold, which creates a €500 billion loss every year for fashion brands on unsold inventories. That's a huge market. France has prohibited this year the destruction of unsold inventories, and the EU will follow in 2024. We believe that waste is a valuable resource. And at Fines, we are on a mission to reintegrate garment waste into the circular creation process. So Fines is the first SaaS platform that enables to monetize unsold inventories by transforming them into new valuable resources. How do we do that? So we are an aggregating solution. We mainly use the 2D digital patterns of fashion brands, and that enables Fines to automatically predict the raw materials we could use for each and every unsold garment, so that fashion brands from now on can integrate upcycled materials into their new textile products. What did we achieve since Techstars September? First, we have a functioning and tested algorithm with a 98% accuracy. Second, we've validated our market potential with these known brands in the fashion industry. And third, we have generated a sales pipeline of around 140K plus potential AIR, where we have converted 10% into revenue. We are a strong team. Our CEO, Jules, is a serial entrepreneur. He has already created 2 successful companies in the past. He is a master in creating companies from scratch. Our CTO, Kevin, he is a robotics engineer and has worked at offshore missions at Total. He also worked at startup environment and companies such as Content Square. He built our solution. I'm the COO, I'm Andrea. I have 7 years of experience in the fashion and luxury sector. I have written the first research piece on circular fashion 5 years ago along Ellen MacArthur Foundation. I understand the pulse of this industry. We want to be the one-stop shop for unsold inventories, to streamline those inventories in real time to circular solutions. Did you ever had the possibility as an investor to take a market? Because this is what we're doing at Fines.
Thanks for making it up to now. Now, let's continue with the third category of company presenting, last but not least, hard tech and biotech.
Lila Partridge says of Lysis, "When I first met Lysis, I was impressed by the team and the breadth of their vision. They had a truly innovative technology, and their long-term goal was to reinvent the business model behind the raw materials industry. It has been a pleasure working with them, and as you hear their pitch, I'm certain you will be impressed too."
We are Lysis, and we are a mineral discovery startup finding lithium deposits using satellite data and AI. We are building a sustainable supply chain of materials for batteries, and our mission is to enable a net zero world. The electric vehicle revolution has brought with it a massive demand for electric vehicle batteries. The problem is that there are not sufficient materials to manufacture those batteries, and many companies are sourcing them unsustainably. The solution is to increase the supply of materials for batteries and to improve its sustainability. For every ton of lithium that we can bring to the market, we can enable the electrification of 67 electric vehicles, avoiding 4,000 tons of CO2 equivalent and reducing water footprint by 50,000 liters. To make this a reality, we need to discover better sites and to optimize the extraction and efficiency of existing ones. Our mineral exploration technology uses a science-proven satellite data technique and combines it with machine learning to identify better sites. Our algorithm looks at temporal changes in the surface to prospect the areas with high concentrations of lithium in the subsurface. We do this in a way never done before. Our business model is simple. We use our geospatial capabilities to help lithium companies optimize resource extraction and to expand the value of their sites. In the longer term, we will leverage our technologies through partnerships to sell the materials. The really interesting part of our strategy is our ability to enter the market with software and to move towards selling the materials, which represents a much larger market opportunity. In the last few months, we built momentum with target partners, built science-based prototypes, and developed an accurate technique to find lithium, which we will be patenting in the next 30 days. Now, it's the time to enter this sector. We are at the very early stages of the electric vehicle revolution. The demand for lithium is expected to increase by 1,000%, with prices going up due to supply shortages. We are starting small, but we are targeting a massive market. Our total addressable market represents $1 trillion, and our obtainable market $1 billion. There are 4 other companies in our sector, all of them focused on rock-based extraction, digging open pit mines and harming the environment. Unlike them, we are focused on sourcing lithium from brines, which is far more sustainable. We are a team of immigrants with a combination of skills. Max has experience in the energy sector and holds a master in civil and environmental engineering. I am a doctoral candidate in environmental engineering with experience on satellite data from the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Before, I was an environmental activist that founded a 5,000-member organization. We are the right team to make this happen, and we know how to do it. But our vision is much bigger. We start as a mineral discovery startup, but we plan to leverage our capabilities to become a vertically integrated supplier of battery-grade refined materials, which is the opportunity of the 21st century. Join us in realizing this extraordinary vision.
Tim Diarich says of Gimantics, Gimantics is a very ambitious startup with a clear moonshot, a strong team, solid technology knowledge, and a clear purpose for a better world.
Hi everyone, my name is Arseny and I'm a co-founder of Gimantics. For many years, resources have been an essential part of welfare and technological advancement. Throughout history, the availability of resources has been the main reason for wars causing the deaths of millions of people. The evolution of society led us to the illusion of prosperity. However, behind that lie global issues such as climate change, environmental pollution, waste, and ultimately a lack of energy resources. We produce over 2 billion tons of waste annually, which is equivalent to almost half of Europe and accounts for 5% of greenhouse gas emissions. Municipal waste is not the only threat to our future. Nuclear waste is another issue requiring geological storage for hundreds of years and imposing over $50 billion of liability on taxpayers in the United States alone. Due to incineration's low efficiency and high CO2 emissions, traditional waste-to-energy recycling is incapable of resolving the issue. Gimantics plasma torch technology is a hope to resolve these challenges. Using gamma radiation, our sustainable technology provides electricity that may be used to operate the plasma torch and even send to the grid if there is any surplus. The solid waste is heated using a plasma torch, resulting in molten glass that is collected at the chamber's base and syngas that is collected at its top. Following that, the syngas will be processed and refined into a greener than green hydrogen. Among the advantages of this solution compared to alternative waste to hydrogen solutions are high efficiency level. At 4000 degrees Celsius, Gimantics recycles any type of solid waste, converting 43% of waste to hydrogen. We produce almost zero carbon. In addition to being sustainable, the hydrogen production cost can be reduced. We intend to develop our solution by 2025 in partnership with NDB and ORNL, the largest Department of Energy's laboratory in the United States. The annual global production of waste is 2 billion tons. By 2050, global energy consumption is projected to exceed 68.5 thousand terawatts per hour, of which almost one-third will be hydrogen. We intend to construct and sell Gimantics waste-to-hydrogen plants to state-owned recycling and utility companies. Each unit will be priced at approximately $220 million and can generate over $222 million of annual revenue. Our executive team consists of competent professionals with relevant experience. Dr. Nimagul Sharifi, Professor Mike Pepper, Mr. Georgi Gogorhe, and Mr. Arseny Gleich. Join us to make the world better together. Thank you for watching.
Aldrich Wong says of Hydroco Plus, the mission of Hydroco Plus is crucial for human beings. Zahin is one of the most active and optimistic founders I ever met. I am very honored to be the lead mentor of Hydroco Plus.
Hi, my name is Zahin Razin. I'm the founder and CEO of Hydroco Plus. Based out of Bangladesh and Singapore, Hydroco Plus provides mission-critical, real-time water intelligence expertise to monitor water quality effectively and increase availability. Utilities and industrial water users often struggle with managing the water they use, dispose, and distribute across the network. This issue is made worse due to reliance on traditional methodologies that include intermittent manual samplings, limited by number of tests a lab can handle, as they're usually under-resourced, making it time-consuming, leading to weeks to publish reports that are not representative of real-time quality, ultimately creating a vicious cycle for localized waterborne disease outbreaks. Hydroco Plus solves this pain by combining sensor technology and software stack that autonomously curates laboratory test results immediately through a mobile interface that can be monitored from anywhere. As the world descends into a precipice of a global climate catastrophe and global demand for water far exceed supply, governments face a race against time to effectively implement policies that efficiently allocate capital in upgrading failing infrastructure. Hence, the urgent need for mission-critical data emerges. This is where Hydroco Plus steps in with a unique industry-first approach, integrating modular hardware and software which autonomously test for multiple parameters, matching lab precision accurate results with a simplified analysis that is interoperable across mobile desktop platform interfaces. This opens up our global market with a TAM of $1 trillion, where we're starting off with MENA plus Southeast Asia with a sum of $7 billion across industrial, municipal, and agricultural applications. When compared to conventional laboratories and incumbents, we are 1,000 times cost-effective at providing 10 times more results in a span of 2 minutes versus 7 days, where stakeholders can gain ROI within 48 hours. To make it more frictionless, we offer an innovative data-as-a-service model that further enables stakeholders to enjoy the hardware-software connectivity for $0 capex and offset it over a multi-year agreement. In just 1 year of operations and in 6 months, so far, we've secured B2G enterprise contracts exceeding $1.1 million in revenue and are on track to reach $50 million in revenue by 2026. With multiple deployments ongoing to add coverage to 30 million people, we've already sampled 2 million tests exceeding 10 million data points in the process and attain reduction in chemical usage by 20% through process control that is expected to multiply by 16x. To consolidate our position for further growth going into next year, we're raising a $2 million round. Our interdisciplinary team of mathematicians, physicists are obsessed with data and has deep expertise in analytics and security. I'm endorsed as one of the 17 young leaders in the world for SDGs by UN Secretary General. So now join us in this mission in impacting the lives of millions through data as it doesn't exist today. Thank you.
Pete Blake says of Nyungu Africa, We need more women in engineering, more women developing gender-inclusive solutions, more women building a sustainable society and economy that works for everyone, more women as role models for the next generation.
Why is it that we wait in boxing rings and bullfighting arenas and bay for blood, but period blood is where we draw the line? Yet, this is a normal occurrence every day for millions of women and girls who make half the world's population. Periods are a great thing. They're a sign of great health, of fertility, and the reason we are all gathered here today. Unfortunately, Africa's period health infrastructure is broken and unsustainable, leading to an environmental and humanitarian crisis that cannot wait before we act. My name is Mary Nyarwai, and I'm the founder of Nyungu Africa from Kenya. We're a material science tech company that believes that any conversations to tackle UN SDGs 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 12 must address the broken period infrastructure for two reasons. One is that millions of women and girls face challenges with access, affordability, and awareness of period products. In Kenya, for instance, girls are forced to trade their bodies for a little under €1 to buy period products, which is leading to skyrocketing numbers of teenage pregnancies, while others are forced to use unhygienic items such as rags, feathers, or even digging holes during their periods. Secondly, those with access to disposable period products are not fully aware of the negative impact these products have on themselves and on the environment because they're made with toxic chemicals and plastic, which takes hundreds of years to decompose while emitting greenhouse gases. Well, I'm here to tell you that we're going to fix this through Zetu. Zetu is an eco-friendly brand of sanitary pads made from underutilized local agricultural waste of pineapple leaves and corn husk fibers, which are normally left to rot or burn. Zetu is a market-creating innovation entering a $3.65 billion market in Africa. Our mission is to capture 10% of this market, which translates to 30 million women who will be able to access and afford period products which are sustainable, such as this, 78% less CO2 emissions. We've come a long way and achieved great success so far. Our product has been tested in Germany and Kenya with incredible results. We're currently talking to manufacturers, suppliers, and leading NGOs who are ready and willing to work with us and eager to supply our product as well. We've won numerous awards, including the Best Female Entrepreneur in Africa through Total Energies. Behind the brand, we have a competent team. Ladies and gentlemen, women and girls have human rights and they have periods, and they should never be made to choose between the two. Join us in creating a world where periods are safe, sustainable, and equitable, because periods are not just a great thing. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Period.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the pitch presentations. Thanks again to our amazing class of founders and the amazing last 3 months we spent together. Quick reminder, apply to our next program. Deadline is January 4th. Founders, don't miss this chance to make the planet a better place.
Woo!